So before I start this video on the best savings accounts in the UK, I just want to reiterate, if you find this useful in any way, please make sure you hit that like button. Also subscribe to the channel because I will be updating this video each month. This is for October 2022, but I'll do it each month going forward. But I also regularly update the savings tables on the Money to the Masses website. There is a link in the notes of this video and on screen where you'll find the latest rates that we update regularly for all the different types of accounts, and also not just the best ones, but the top 5 of each type of account that I'm going to mention. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk through the sort of best cash ISA rates, the best easy access rates, you name it, I'll go through it. On the article that relates to this particular video that's on the Money to the Masses website, which you can find a link to in the show notes and on screen, in there I also link and talk about the best business bank accounts as well, so you can find that. So make sure, if you're not watching this video embedded in the actual article this video relates to, then you can click through to the Money to the Masses website and see the latest rates there. Now, before you open a new savings account, there are things you should consider. I'm going to just list them for you. Now, they are your savings goal. You have to consider whether you pay tax on your savings. In that way, cash ISAs might be attractive because you don't pay tax on any money within a cash ISA. How much money are you planning to save? Because there are restrictions, of course, on things like ISAs and lifetime ISAs. Do you need access to your money? Are there any perks to the savings account? And also, don't forget to look for the best savings rates that are out there. And sometimes they come with limitations or restrictions, and sometimes they are just bonus rates, which mean they get pulled after 12 months. Now, there are ways you can boost your savings. If you regularly review your savings account and make sure you get in the best savings rate, then that is one way. You can use cash savings platforms. We'll put a link in the notes of this video so you can go and find out more. That way you can build a cash ladder. You can save as you spend using roundup features on things like Moneybox, and you can earn up to £6,000 in interest without paying tax. And again, we'll link to an article that explains how that is possible for some people. Now, all the accounts I'm about to talk about can be opened online with the exception of the HSBC Children's Savings Account, the Nottingham Best Cash LISA account that I mentioned, because it has to be opened via mobile app, but I will mention that when I come on to them. Now, the best regular savings account is the NatWest Digital Regular Saver account at the moment. It has an AER of 5.12%. There is a minimum opening balance of just £1 and a minimum required payment per month of just £1. Now, the maximum you can put in a month is £150, and it's for NatWest current account holders only. So if you've not got a current account with NatWest, then unfortunately you can't access this particular savings account. And you get the 5.12% interest on the first £1,000, 0.5% on amounts between £1,000 and £1 and £5,000, and you get 0.4% over £5,000. Now, moving on to the best high interest savings accounts, it's actually from the Nationwide Building Society, and it's the Flex Direct account, and you get a 5% AER rate of interest. The minimum opening balance is just £0, and the rate of interest actually reverts to 0.25% during the first year if you don't put £1,000 a month into the account. Now, interest is only paid on balances up to £1,500. Now, moving on to the best fixed rate savings accounts. Now, Charter Savings Bank provides the best 1-year fixed rate bond, and it has an AER of 4.31%. There's a minimum opening balance of £5,000. Moving on to the best easy access accounts, well, that's Al Rayyan Bank. Now, the account name is called the Everyday Saver account, and you can get a AER of 2.35% with a minimum opening balance of £5,000. If you're looking for a children's savings account, then it's HSBC, the My Savings account, and you get an AER of 3.25%. and 0.25% is paid on balances over £3,000. There's a minimum opening balance of £10, a minimum age to open of 7 years old, and a maximum age to open of 17 years old. And one thing to bear in mind, there is a shared banking license with First Direct. If you want to know more about the shared licenses and what you have to watch out for, then we'll put a link in the notes of this particular video. Now, moving on to the best notice accounts. So they're accounts where you have to give notice to take the money out without losing interest, then it's Oxbury, and that's a 180-day notice account where you can get an interest rate of 2.75% per annum. The notice period is 180 days, and there is a minimum opening balance of £1,000. The best junior cash ISA is from the Coventry Building Society, and the account name is just the Junior Cash ISA, and the AER is 3.1% with the minimum opening balance of £1. And of course, with cash ISAs, don't forget that the child has no access until they are 18, and interest is paid annually on this account on the 30th of September each year. If you're looking for the best cash ISA, so you're looking to save for a property and you're a first time buyer, then the Nottingham has a good rate, and it's via the Beehive Money app. Now, the cash lifetime ISA rate that they pay is 1.7% per annum. There's a minimum opening balance of £1, and the government bonus is paid monthly and interest is paid annually. Now, don't forget, there is a 25% withdrawal charge if you want to access the money that it's not being used to purchase a house or to fund retirement. And of course, there are restrictions of the age in which you can open a cash ISA. So we'll put links in the notes again, and you can find more details about lifetime ISAs. If you're interested in a fixed rate cash ISA, then it's Shawbrook Bank, and the account name is the 1 year fixed rate cash ISA. Interest rate is 3.7% AER. Minimum opening balance is £1,000, and it does accept cash ISA transfer ins, which is great news. And it also accepts transfers from stocks and shares ISAs too. So that is it, a quick roundup of all the best savings accounts at the moment. If you've enjoyed that, found it useful, make sure you hit that like button. But don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because when I do the next update, which I will do regularly, as I promise every month on video, then you will be notified.